The purpose of this video is to get you familiar with WebAssign and where you need to go to get access to example videos and some practice problems. When you log into WebAssign after you've already registered, this is what your landing screen will look like. So you'll log in, this is what you'll see. This note that's in red won't be there because our class will have already started, and this content area, My Assignments, currently it says no current assignments, but when you log in it should be filled with the semester's worth of assignments. So that's not what we want to talk about right now though. So you'll want to scroll down past all the assignments. There are currently none here, but there will be when you log in. And you want to scroll down to this personal study plan section. And this is where you're going to get access to all the instructional materials. So for example, let's say we want to see chapter 0. That's the beginning of the course. It's here at the bottom. We click on it. This takes us to a page where we can get access to a lot of material relating to different chapters in the textbook. So chapter 0, the one I clicked, is sort of open and you can see every section. But if I wanted to study chapter 6, I could just open it and choose one of these instead. So let's stick with chapter 0 and let's go to section 2. Over here on the right, you'll see the tutorial link. Click that. And then it takes you to a bunch of videos, all these links that say watch it, and a couple of problems that say master it. So let's see what happens when I click one of these videos.
Evaluate the expression. We have the quantity of -3 squared plus 10 times 2, so we have to remember our order of operations here.
So you can see it auto-plays and it starts working an example that's from the subject matter in section 0.2. Okay, this one auto-played because there was only one video in that link, but let's go back and see what happens when there are multiple parts. This one you can see a table of contents pops up. So that means there are 4 related videos. So let's just try part A.
Indicate whether the given expression is one or more of the following types of...
So you can see it's showing me some problem here. And then if I want to see a different one that's similar, I go back to the table of contents, let's say part C.
Indicate whether the given expression is one or more...
So it's an exactly similar problem, they've just changed something about it, right? The last one was -pi/10, this one's 9/3. So when there are several very similar videos, they show up in parts like this and they won't autoplay. Okay, so then after you've watched all the videos, you can try these problems which say master it. And what this does is it breaks a problem down into several parts. So typically on the homework, there's just one blank. Sometimes there are multiple parts, but typically there's just one blank, your final answer. So these master it problems will help you break the problem down into pieces. For example, the first piece of this is to carry out 11 times 5, which they've already shown you as 55, and to do -9 squared. So you would type 81 in this blank, hit submit, and it'll take you to the next part where you add those two numbers together. So especially as the material gets more complicated, these master it problems, which don't show up for every section, but do show up in many, can help you sort of understand the step-by-step process involved in working a problem. So the first step in any section is to read the assigned reading, which you can find on the course website. Then you want to come and watch all of the videos in this section and work any of these master it problems, if there are any. And then, if you'd like, you can go ahead and start working the homework, or if you want to do a little practice, you can say you've done all the tutorial in section 02, now you can try practice quiz. And this will give you a few problems to work that are not for a grade. So you can check and see, would I get this one right if it showed up on the homework, right? So there are several parts here, there's an evaluate an expression. And then when you're done, you can submit all the questions at once and it'll tell you which ones you got right and which ones you didn't get right. So this is a way to sort of practice for free and get instant feedback about whether you're doing a problem correctly before you actually go to do the problem for credit in the homework. So this is the section where you want to go to start any section. So again, this is your landing screen. To get to that section, you're going to scroll down past all my assignments to this personal study plan block. Choose the chapter you want to study. It takes you to this landing screen. Choose the section you want to study. Go to tutorial. And that will give you access to all of the videos and all of the practice problems that are built into WebAssign. So there's a lot of other good functionality in WebAssign, and I suggest you sort of move around and familiarize yourself with its layout, but this is the most important part. So in general, when you start a section, read the assigned reading, which you can find on the course website, then come to this section for the appropriate section and do each one of these links. Then you're ready to start the homework, or if you'd like, you can do a practice quiz first before doing it for credit.